morning, East Castle Place. How is everybody doing? Alright, well, welcome to this edition of Coffee with Tyler. I hope you have your favorite drink in hand, a cup of coffee, and we'll start off with a sip. Alright, so, welcome again to this week. Beautiful weather out there. We have a full agenda today for you to keep you updated here on various things around the community. So, first things first, want to wish all of the fathers out there a very happy Father's Day as we celebrate our fathers this weekend. I will actually be in the office Saturday and Sunday, so I look forward to seeing many of you this weekend as well. But with that being said, again, a heart to the fathers and grandfathers out there that are watching this. Thank you for raising your children. Thank you for being who you are, and most importantly, thank you for holding down those duties as father. Which soon, I guess, I will be a part of, as I look forward to having my little one join us in October. So, with that being said, we'll jump into the COVID-19 update. So, all of you should have received this memo. Obviously, you can't read that from where you're sitting, but you will have another memo on your doorstep today, this Thursday. And the update is just going to reinforce some things, clarify a few items that were written in the last memo. And again, just provide you a further update on our COVID testing. So, to start with testing, we've had now close to over 100 residents and staff tested. All tests have come back negative. We've had some other individuals outside our normal, what we would call our normal testing, even test, just because they had you know, a symptom or something of that nature. Those tests have also come back negative. So again, we'll continue our testing process. A few of you have come to me and said, Tyler, when are our independent living residents getting tested? And like I've said before, and just want to reiterate, it's not that you aren't important, it's not that you shouldn't be tested, but the capacity of our testing is really focusing on our most vulnerable and regulated areas, because we have to maintain compliance in those areas per state and federal guidelines. And those state guidelines are actually getting rehashed at the state level and getting turned over to us. So, again, we're looking towards probably mid to late July for you to be tested. But again, I encourage you, if you do want to be tested, there are testing sites that are open, and I encourage you to do that. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to contact me one-on-one. And I will keep you posted on all the updating and testing that we are doing here at East Castle Place. With that being said, I also want to reiterate a few things that were relaxed this weekend, or this week, beginning Tuesday, June 16th. And so a few of those things were, again, resident and spousal visits inside the walls of East Castle Place. So again, all outside visitors are still restricted from coming inside East Castle Place. But again, if you have a loved one in assisted living or in memory care, you are able to go. However, 4th and 5th floor, our skilled nursing areas are still closed off to our visitors, even inside visitors. And again, that's because, again, that's our most vulnerable population that are most susceptible to the COVID-19. Also, some other areas of the community that are open. The pool did open. The salon remains open. We open up the treasure chest, which opens tomorrow, Friday, from, I believe, 11 to 1. Don't quote me on that. Normal resident treasure chest hours. The auction, as a side note, that Mike, Ray, and Laura have been doing is still going to go on. But again, that will be open. Again, credit cards only. So we are limiting the cash handling still at this point, just because of the different interactions that we want to have. So credit card only in the treasure chest, the bistro, and then I know Teresa's working with a podiatrist. So I know a number of you have reached out to her. I believe he is coming on Friday as well. The big clarification that you'll see in the memo is related to our exterior courtyard visits. If you didn't know, we are allowing exterior courtyard visits. Those exterior courtyard visits are allowable for up to 3 family members or individuals, only 3, to come to the community and to visit you in the exterior gazebo courtyard. You might be saying, Tyler, why 3? Why exterior? Because again, as we know, this is airborne. From a sanitation perspective, it clears out a lot faster. We're also able to control the flow. So those visits are limited to an hour. If your family members do show up late or something of that nature, say they have a 10 o'clock time slot and they want to come in and they come in at 10:30, unfortunately your time slot is only till 11, so it's 1 hour increments, and that's to the fairness and consistency across the community. So again, we ask that you sign up at the front desk. If you have questions, speak with Maureen or Laura Wengler. Your family members can reach out to them as well, and again, this will be detailed out in the memo that will be hitting your doorsteps. But again, Laura and Maureen have taken on this task as we continue to go through this. We are also asking that visitors come Monday through Friday. And I know that might be limited, and I'm looking at seeing how we can expand that. But I just want to make sure from a safety and consistency standpoint that we're able to do that. So again, this weekend, I know that there may be some visits and things of that nature. I think we'll be able to accommodate those. But the primary objectives are visits from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, that's so we can have proper sanitization of the areas before and after. Again, we ask that you take a part in that. We also have housekeeping going out there at various times throughout the day, as well as the maintenance gentlemen. So again, we are asking that you limit your visitors to 3. We ask them to limit them to 1 hour increments. And then again, we ask that you sanitize the tables. The same testing process and screening process occur for those individuals. Temperatures taken, the 3 questions being asked have to be all answered successfully in order to do that. Again, I know that we're relaxing these restrictions, and I know that we want everybody to come that we haven't seen in so long, but we need to continue to take these restrictive and methodical steps in order to maintain the safety and security for you and for East Castle Place as a whole. COVID-19 is not done. It's not over. I'm sure you've seen the news stories in the past week of the various states like Arizona that has seen a spike in COVID-19 and the other things coming from Dr. Fauci and things of that nature. COVID-19 is still alive and well and very real, and we have to continue to take precautions. That's why even when you are visiting, you have to wear your masks. Now, this is where I'll go through my demonstration. So, I'm going to show 2 various types of masks. So this is your surgical medical grade mask that you may have access to. This is what staff are wearing. We also have many of you wearing these types of masks. So the cloth masks, great options. So, you'll see it on channel 955, but I've also seen it in community, and I'm reminding staff, and I remind you as residents as well, this is how we wear our masks. So, this is not appropriate, right? So, I apologize. This is not appropriate. The mask isn't doing anything. I'm still speaking, and I'm still, allowing that. Even this, my nose is still exposed. Again, those areas are susceptible to those things, and I know now my voice is muffled, which is frustrating, but it is for your safety. So, when you are in the community around others, I ask that you have your mask all the way up. See, my nose is covered, right? My nose is covered, my mouth is covered, and nothing is getting to you. Now, I'm sure none of you could hear that, but you saw from the demonstration that my nose was covered as well as my mouth, all right? So, this is what I want to see when I'm seeing you in the community. Not this. Definitely not this, all right? So, again, All right. So again, I ask that you continue to wear these. They are mandatory for when you are asking and talking with visitors. And again, when you see these is the surgical masks. Again, they're a little bit easier for you to hear me right now than those cloth masks. But again, you see it over the nose, under the chin, not here, not here, not here. So, again, you may see staff from time to time with them below. If they're just walking around, you are welcome to remind them. We are doing our best. I know these masks are annoying. However, I'll take annoying 100 out of 100 times for the safety of our residents as well as safety of our staff. So, you may also see it sometimes the front desk, Lila or Famata or one of our weekend receptionists have to take the mask down. Again, they have that physical barrier in front of them. That's going to remain for the foreseeable future. That's giving them added protection so that when they do take their mask off, they are protecting you as well as they're protected against you. So, again, that's really the only situations. Social distancing is also key, so that's 6 feet apart. But again, wear your masks, please, and thank you. All right, so other than that, there is no other opening or visitor restrictions that are being relaxed at this time. If everything goes according to plan, the next phase is looking like early to mid-July, so after the 4th of July, which is going to be here before we know it. But again, that's something that we will move forward with right now. We're going to refine the restrictions that we have. We're going to start implementing some of those services back to you. And again, this is all for your safety. The board of directors has been very supportive of this. They have authorized the plan that has been put forward. And so again, this isn't just Tyler's plan. This isn't just let's throw a dart and we're going to open this. This is very methodical. It's very strategic. Our corporate entity, LCS, there's actually 2 sign-offs that are above me. My boss and my boss's boss sign off on the plan as well. Then the board of directors also signs off. So there's multiple checks and balances, so to speak, in place, again, as we continue to reopen and actually relax the restrictions here at the community. If you have questions about that thought process, or you're saying, Tyler, I don't understand, please, please, please come talk to me. I would love the conversation. A phone call, an email, a social distance avenue are always available. So again, please let me know your thoughts are on that and how, I don't want any questions to go unanswered. Some of my answers you may not like, and I'm sorry for that in advance, because I'm still saying no more often than I'm saying yes. But I thank you so much for your understanding, for your patience, and just for everything that you are doing in continued support to me and continued support to the staff members. So again, another memo will be going out, hitting your doors today. I'll be here this weekend. Give me a call. Stop me in the hallway. I'm here for you. So are the rest of the director team and the staff. All right, so that's the COVID-19 update. Need a cup of coffee after that. All right, a couple other updates for the community. We are in the final stretch of our garage cleaning. Thank you to Eric Peterson and the team for what they are doing. The Bradford Terrace garage is getting cleaned as we speak, and so that piece of the parking lot, so to speak, is long overdue. Again, the maintenance team has gone through and redone the lighting, repainted the lines, brushed off all the dirt and grime, and so now we have it on an annual basis. I hope to not have to do this more than annual, but we'll play that by ear. But I think this year we're in a good spot. Thank you to Eric and the maintenance team. It was a full team effort and a big 2-day project. Again, thank you to you all for moving your cars, for allowing the team to be able to move that. A plug for Mike Brever: if you have moved your car and realize, hey, I don't need this car anymore, and hey, I don't know what to do with it, talk to Mike Brever. We have a program where the proceeds of the car are tax write-off to you, and the proceeds can come to East Castle Place as a not-for-profit 501c3. The proceeds will be used for resident items. So, for instance, capital items that are unforeseen or not budgeted, things that maybe we might have delayed. Maybe we can push up because we have proceeds coming from you from donations. Again, not needed. Again, it's all voluntary, but again, just want to give you avenues of charitable contributions as you know, it can better East Castle Place, and you can benefit from the tax write-off. A couple of things that are exciting in that vein is we will have a new sound system in Lindsay Hall. We just have brand new tables that are beautiful, that are easy to move, that are always going to be in Lindsay Hall, so we're going to have a mixed match of tables. And so those are just a few things that, again, were budgeted, but we're able to do. And again, it's based on some donations and some contributions. So just a plug there. Also, the landscaping, a few of you have commented. You know, to be honest, I think I mentioned this last week, wasn't too pleased early on in the year, but I think we've turned that around. You probably have seen the planters in the Bradford Terrace parking lot. They used to have the tall trees that outlived their useful life in the pots. So we contracted with our landscape company and now have some beautiful perennials and annuals that are surrounding the parking lot. That again is for you know, just the beautification of the campus. We have a beautiful, beautiful campus, and I want it to remain that way. A couple other of items to keep you updated on. Again, in food and beverage, the bistro, grab and go cold items only are going to be available. Again, that'll just be charged to your normal account. I know that the delivery may be, you know, you may be saying to yourself, Tyler, when can we get back to the dining room? I miss seeing my fellow residents and eating with them. Carlos and I talked, we're not there yet. And again, we're probably talking late July at the earliest. If everything goes well, that we'll be potentially able to get back to some sort of dining in the dining room. But if you have questions or concerns about your meals that are being delivered to you, please continue to let Carlos and the team know so that we can continue to better serve and better manage that process for you and provide you food that will be delicious. I know that it's not the hot off the grill food that you're accustomed to, and I know that now this is month 3 of this. But again, I thank you for your patience. But again, that feedback is still important. Carlos, Stephanie, Kathleen, Mary, they still want you to experience an enjoyable meal, food that tastes good. So again, I know that it's not hot off the grill, but at the same time, if you have suggestions, if you have comments, let us know. Excuse me. What else do I have for you with this coffee with Tyler? Not too much. I guess my agenda was a little bit less than I thought. And not that your time isn't important, and not I hope that you're enjoying this show. But we will continue to run these Channel 955 programs throughout the month of June for sure, most likely into July. Exercise programs, for instance, that Willie is doing, those will be in small group, but they'll also be live streamed and available to you at the calendar dates. Laura and the team are working diligently with that. Thank you to all that are participating in the Castle Connections. Another great issue went out last week. I look forward to this next issue. There was a great story. If you have access to Facebook or your loved ones have Facebook, there was a great story. A number of you participated in writing letters to students and vice versa. So awesome. Again, it's so great to see that interaction, that intergenerational action. So again, thank you for that. I know that, again, I've said this before, you all are incredible. Our staff are incredible for what they've been able to do and how they continue to work. We continue to manage and move forward with different processes and fine-tune how we're able to do things here at the Castle. And so appreciate all of your input. Appreciate any input that you may have. The staff, I want to say, miss you, of course. I know many of you have seen them around. And again, continue to extend your words of encouragement. That does mean so much to them. I mean, I know that we, from a director team, are doing that and doing various employee events. But at the same time, the pats on the back do really go a long ways. And again, with that, I want to give you a pat on the back and encourage you to stay strong. Stay ECP strong. This is a marathon, and it's going to continue to be a marathon. And so I appreciate everybody's running alongside of me, picking each other up, and being there for each other. So with that, I want to thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Coffee with Tyler. I want to wish you all well. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day again to the fathers out there. And as always, I'll sign off with a sip. And take care. All right? Have a wonderful day.